Good morning. It is Monday morning as of recording this, and it's probably going to get posted late because I'm running behind. It's a Monday. What do you expect? So today's coffee talk, I'm calling it Dear Wayne because I watched Everyday Wayne's video where he was talking about his challenge and where he is struggling a little bit in understanding whether or not the challenge has succeeded in doing what he wants. And in listening to the video, Wayne, and I've listened to it actually a few times. I just wanted to offer my 2 cents as opposed to writing out a comment because I feel like something may get lost in translation. So, for everyone else, I hope you forgive me, but this is directed specifically at Wayne. But I think the information and what I'm going to talk about is applicable to all of us. And 20 seconds into your video, Wayne, you were talking about not knowing whether or not you're meeting your goals and if it's achieving what you wanted. And I think the reason why you're struggling with not knowing is when you set out to do your challenge, you didn't clearly define what your goals were. You wanted to, quote, change your life in some way, but you didn't define what that change looks like. So without defining success and understanding from the beginning what that looks like, then it's hard to measure what success you've had over the past 300 videos, which, by the way, congratulations on that. That is phenomenal. A lot of people, it takes 2 years to even get 100 videos or break that 100 videos. So well done on doing 300 videos. But I think that's the reason why you're struggling, is that you don't have your goals clearly defined for what you wanted to do. You had made the reference about 3 minutes into the video where you had made a reference to when you're a child and you're growing, you don't see it, but then when your grandmother sees you after 6 months or a year, they notice it. And that's a great point. It's also just like the nose on your face. Unless we think about it and specifically look, our brain just looks right past our nose, even though technically our eyes see it, it filters it out. So I think that's what's happening with you in regards to the success you're seeing. I think that it's as plain as the nose on your face, the growth and the success you've had. It's just that your brain is filtering past it and not seeing it because of the fact that you're doing this every day. You're in the thick of it. It's just like in relationships, right? A lot of us have been in relationships in the past or currently, where it's not good for us. It's not healthy for us. It's not a good situation to be in, but we don't see it. Our friends and family can see it and tell us time and again, this isn't good, or they hint to it as, politely as they can or as gently as they can, but we don't see it. We don't see that we're in a bad relationship until we're out of it and are able to have that, what I call 50,000 foot view. Right now, you're on the ground and you just can't see it. But I think once you spend some time with determining what it is exactly you intended for this, and then once you've completed it and you look back over, you'll see the successes as they correlate to your overall goals. And you mentioned the YouTube metrics as well. Later in the video, I think like 7 minutes in, you were talking about the YouTube metrics. And YouTube metrics help us when we get to the point where, and this is my opinion, I think the metrics come into play whenever we are to a point where monetization is important and financially the numbers dictate how well we do in that regard. So the YouTube metrics are great at measuring from a financial standpoint how you're doing and that level of success. I have yet to see a YouTube metric that reflects correctly the emotional connection that your audience has made with you. I watch your videos, every single one of them. I've gone through, or I keep going back to watch some of your older content and at the beginning, and I see the growth and the development and the ease in which you talk and how you can make those hero takes seem effortless. I don't know if necessarily that was your goal because, again, I don't know what in your life you are looking to change. And I think a lot of us are looking to change things in our life, especially now. It seems like the world is very chaotic, and I understand how trying to do something every day and implement that small physical change, like you're talking about, to affect an overall change in our lives, whatever that may be. I think that at certain points in our lives, we all just crave something different, something in our lives that we're not necessarily doing. And it's hard to figure out what that is. But I think you're on the right path. I just think that maybe just spend a little more time with defining that and not look for the answers to marking your success and measuring that in the YouTube analytics. I don't think you'll ever find the answer there. I think the answer, honestly, is going to be in the comment sections with the interactions with your viewers and your subscribers that are actively interacting with you and responding and giving you feedback on the subjects that you talk about. And you do talk about some subjects that on the surface, when you read the video description or the title, they seem superficial, but then you always have a way of putting these nuggets of wisdom in there that's exactly what keeps me coming back. I want to hear what Wayne has to say on this because I know at some point there's going to be that nugget of wisdom. So, and the final thought on this before I wrap up today's video is that you're correct in the sense that YouTube is not a solitary endeavor. I think that is something that a lot of content creators, and I'm struggling with calling myself that. You and I spoke about that on our call Friday. I struggle to call myself that, but I'm trying to get comfortable with defining myself in that vein. But I think that a lot of times people think YouTube is a solo endeavor. You're just talking to a camera. You're talking to a microphone. You're alone in your room. So that's the definition of YouTube. It's you talking to a camera. But over the past few months, as I have been embarking on my YouTube adventure, as I like to call it, I have quickly discovered that the you in YouTube is the you on the other side of the camera. The camera, again, is just my portal to reach the you that makes up YouTube. And for me, the you in YouTube is now defined as you, the subscriber, not the me, you, if that makes sense in regards to, it's YouTube, it's your channel, you are doing this. It doesn't carry that weight anymore with me, and it doesn't carry that meaning. For me, it's the conversations with you and with Earl and with Rad Graham and with Dita and Katie and Warrior's Son, who just subscribed, who's another one of my Australia ones, and with Tracy from the Wild West. There's so many of them. There's Robert. There's Maddie in the UK, who Maddie is actually working on an album that's coming out in November. He's recording a record, so he's a musician, and aside from a video game aficionado. So if you guys don't subscribe to his channel, I think you might want to do that because he's got some new music coming out that I have heard some of the stuff that he posted to his channel before he hit it, and it's amazing. It's just amazing. So anyway, I think I've rambled on enough for this video, but Wayne, I hope that my insights have helped, and I hope that in some way it helps you figure out exactly the definition of success for you. And I'm definitely looking forward to our next conversation that I hope we will be doing very soon. And everyone else who has watched to this point, I hope that you have gleaned something from today's coffee talk as well. I think this is going to be a hero take because I actually have to get to the real life job because y'all don't pay my bills yet. Notice I said yet. That's some foreshadowing. Anyway, have a great Monday. I hope you have a great week ahead of you. It's Halloween week, darn it. So this should be a fun week. I know Halloween's on a Thursday, but Thursday falls into Friday and we get to roll back our clocks this weekend so we get an extra hour of sleep. So this week's going to be a good week, y'all. Keep the faith, and I'll see you in the comment section.